Hi and welcome to another episode of Degen BJJ with me, Irish Mike, and my co-host
Ken.
Alright Ken, how are you getting on? It's ourselves again. This is starting to feel like old times, like from the start, didn't
Feel
it?
like old times. Nice words from some of the listeners about being happy to hear the two of us again, because I think we came across as a little bit nervous. We didn't have someone with more expertise on some of the subjects than us last week, but yeah, it is us two again in the sauna this time round. For our
Sauna slash studio.
Yeah, as the regular listeners know, we record in my loft / studio, and as the vast majority of our English listeners or British listeners will know, it's scorching at the moment. So
Fantastic weather, yeah.
it's fantastic, but
Not to be in the loft though.
Not to be in a loft with two Velux windows above you. It must be approaching about 35 degrees in here at the moment. So it might be a slightly delirious one, guys. Strap in.
Yeah, we haven't caught up now. This is actually our first time catching up in a few days. I know we've been texting a bit, but like we usually, when we're training together, we usually text loads, like, and I probably talk to you more than anyone else, like. And I've been sick, obviously. I haven't been training, so I had picked up a cough there last week. So rather than going in and getting my fun and spreading it to everyone else and ruining their choices, I decided to stay at home.
Yeah, which is sound. That's something we never actually talked about in the hygiene segments when we've spoken about that a couple of times.
It is something people should really take notice of as well. Like, I mean, to be honest, now that I've done it and I've missed like 5 or 6 days training, I actually fucking really miss it. And you feel a bit shit as well. And work is going well. Other things in my life are going well, and then I can't do jiu-jitsu. And it's like usually. Jiu-jitsu is the escape from all the fucking things that are going wrong at work and stuff. Now work's going fantastic and I can't train. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Is someone above just saying, "No, you're never going to have a good time"? Like, something's always going to be a fucking problem for you. Like,
yeah, it's funny that you say like, "Oh, I use jiu-jitsu to escape my problems," but when you're not actually doing jiu-jitsu, you've got so much more time to deal with your problems. you actually don't have any problems to resolve. So
it's like, well, if you spent more time not training, you'd actually have more time to deal with your life.
Yeah, the underlying message there is you actually need to crack on with your shit, regardless of whether you're training or not. Not just training is an excuse not to be productive, but
excuses, like, you'll always find an excuse if you're looking for one. You know what I mean? But like, putting in hard work is hard work. Like, you know.
I'm terrible for it. Like, come home from a day of training and be like, well, that's my productive shit done now. Like, you know, on a Saturday we finish at like 1 o'clock and it's like, well, it doesn't look like I'm getting anything else done today.
I'm just like, we're finished, I'm swamping pints. That's usually my fucking suggestion, especially now with all this hot weather coming in. There's nothing better than having a couple of cold bottles of Magner cider. Still looking for that sponsorship.
That's how we all, that's like we've said many times, that's how we all got to know each other, really. Like the little Degen community was the Saturday sessions last summer when we'd mosey on down the Oxford Road getting obliterated. Good times. Hopefully plenty more to come.
Yeah, more to come, yeah.
That season is just around the corner. But yeah, we've both been off the mats this week. Annoyingly, I had probably the worst run into a competition I've had with like a freak rib pop on Friday at training. So like,
and just before people are wondering, it wasn't me.
No, you weren't there. It was like,
it's usually me that causes you your injuries.
To be honest, it was such a freak thing that it really wouldn't have mattered who it was. I got like half swept and went to post on my hand to stop myself being fully swept, and the rib on the opposite side. So I posted with my left hand. Posted with my right hand, and my left rib.
Whatever way the body moved, something went out. It
must have been a weird torsion, with twisting of my torso thing. I've done it a couple of times before. I did it about 1.5 years ago. Just open. It's always weird things that does it. Like I was opening someone's closed guard, just standing up, and it popped last time.
What do you think the recovery time is usually for something like that, in your own personal experience from this injury?
Last time I was off the mats, I wouldn't have been able to row, I think, for about 10 days. I did it just before I went away last time, which was quite nice because it meant that I had like a forced break.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the first week back, I don't think I rolled at all, and then, you know, picked my rolling partners quite carefully for the following weeks. It's normally 2 to 4 weeks, 2 to 5 weeks, depending how bad it is. It's like, because it's not like a broken rib, you know. It's just the intercostals have popped a bit from where like my ribs don't sit evenly. But I'm still gonna.
And we can talk about it because the podcast isn't so big enough yet that people that you're competing against aren't going to be listening. Well, you'd never know, but
yeah, if they are listening, then fair play to them. I mean, I'm still going to give it a crack. You know, by the time like our coach knows I'm a dickhead, obviously, like, and was like, the night that it happened, I was going to stay for the no-gi after the gi session. It happened in the last round of the gi class. And he was like, what are you going to stay for?
What do you think you're doing?
3 more rounds. It's like, is that going to make you better? He was like, no, but it's going to make your rib, mate, if it's bad, way worse. And like, he's like, maybe if you rest now, between now and Brighton, you can, like, with the adrenaline, you'll get through the comp and you'll be all right. He's like, if you make it worse between now and then,
yeah, you could fuck yourself up worse. Like,
and so I took his advice. Great advice. Sat out sat out until now, and I'll be sitting out until.
You're missing the bit of community aspect as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I popped in on Saturday. Because I live a few minutes away. I went in, walked down there, and saw the end of the class and watched the open mat. But yeah, I was going to pop in again this week, but I feel like kind of what we were saying. I've got so much life admin to crack on with that. While I'm not able to train, I might as well get that out of the way, so it's not like, you know, something that stopped. You know, with talking about sorting out the personal shit, like kind of like you've got a cough, so you've sorted out all your.
I'm just trying to hold in this cough now while we record this, so hopefully, if I do cough, I'm going to try and cover the mic, but we're going fairly well. Yeah,
we'll get some. Again, that's all development plans for the studio, mate. Get some mics with some cough buttons, because it is quite a difficult task at the moment. We have to sit as still as possible and make sure that we're
not making any noise.
We're
two statues with just the mouths moving. People can't notice, like, but
bodily functions. But yeah, Brighton will be good. Are you coming down?
I'll come down Sunday. I'll come down in sport.
Nice.
We might actually look. We'll see how it goes. I might do a little bit of recording behind the scenes. Have a chat with you before we go out. Maybe something. I'm actually tried to start an OnlyFans.
It's hilarious. We got another bit on promotion in a minute, well, a bit later. But what's going on? Just for the listeners, Mike put this in a group chat. We have to talk about podcast stuff, and he's like, I've started an OnlyFans, and like,
we've got refused.
Oh, we got rejected. Thank fuck.
So I have to try again. But the idea was, because we're not making any money, and
Mike's gonna sell photos of his taint to make up for fucking. Money.
I'm a thirsty bastard, if nobody realised. Yeah. I'm very cheap, though. I think I was going to say like £2 a month, but apparently £5. Someone told me £5 a month. Is Liam? You know who you are, Liam. He knew what the price of OnlyFans was, so he said the minimum you can charge is like £5 a month. But I'm thinking we might do content like that. Whereas when you're going to competitions and stuff, we'll just put that in. Look, you don't have to pay if you don't want to, but it's just a way of us maybe getting back a few quid from just to get made whole from some of the equipment and whatever.
Are we going to film like the sesh afterwards and everything? Is it going to be like
no.
full day? Because I've got no interest in watching. Like,
no, I just will say before, like, obviously, not putting kibosh on it now, touch wood and all that, but if you
knocking off.
Yeah, I did touch wood, like, but just to see how you are coming off the mats after each match, whether it's good or bad, and how you feel, and maybe just to see how someone's like in that frame of mind, because I think everybody knows that feeling, but a lot of people don't compete, and you probably don't know how it's feeling. Now you're probably going to fucking hate it when you're shoving the camera in your face, and we're probably going to fall out for about 10 minutes.
Half injured. It's also the early. First things, I've never competed without at least 5 other guys from Matt House on the same event, so we've always gone down or had a bit of a crew there. And it's only 2 of us now, or 3 actually, because Matty, although he doesn't train with us, is putting the gi on and flying the Matt House flag. Matty Johnson, but
shout out to the mountain.
Me and James and Brian are the only 2 from Matt House, like, that are regulars on the Matt House mat that are competing. And normally, like, my brackets have always started around, like, I think the earliest has been 12:30, and normally it's been like 2 p.m, 3 p.m. sort of thing.
I've had that as well.
So it's been nice, I can get there, normally get weighed in, chill out a bit, rehydrate a bit, eat some food. Like, not that I get like super dehydrated for it, but you know what I mean. Like, just make sure you're nice. You're nice and comfortable going into it. Whereas this one is 10 a.m. First on mat 6, so
and it's Brighton, which is a couple of hours away as well.
Which is going to be a couple of hour drive down. So
you want to be getting your sleep in properly the night before, and in this heat, it's going to be a fucking nightmare, man.
That's what I was saying. Like, the rib first couple of nights was getting way better, and I think I've just been sleeping shit and tossing and turning with the heat. And today it's not feeling pretty much the same as it did on Saturday. So we'll see how it goes. Built-in excuses, guys. So
always wire one excuse, even if you think you're going to smash it, lads.
But by the time it was like one of those where, you know, the brackets have been drawn up and that. I'm like,
well, I mean, you could just not compete if you felt about it. So look,
I'm going to go down. Like me and my missus are staying down there for a couple of nights after anyway. A little bit of a seaside break.
Well, there's no point in going down and not competing. Like
Exactly.
even like I mean like. You're talking to the guy that fucking got pissed drunk for fucking singing just to compete. I mean, it's still a bit of crack. And my match went a lot better than it should have went. Like, you know, so I mean, it all just comes down to how you feel on the day. And it's like you said, the coach said, adrenaline will get you very far as well, you know. And if you get that first sweep or when you get into position, once the mind starts going and you're in a positive mindset and live while it's happening, it'll take over. You won't even know the pain until when your hand gets raised or whatever. The second match will be a fucking nightmare.
That evening, like I think, it's got potential to ruin holiday. Like
you won't be able to get out of bed the next day.
The whole Monday, I'll just be like being mardy around the Airbnb. But no, touch wood. You know, it's a bracket of 6 people, maximum of 3 matches. Looking at my side of the bracket, so you know it's 18 minutes. You can do anything for 18 minutes, even with a gammy rib. So. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll obviously catch you all up on next week's podcast, and apparently Mike's going to be putting me on OnlyFans. So,
we'll see.
Look at me, Mum. I've succeeded.
I'm selling myself for content.
That's it. But we didn't really have a topic to go through today. One of the things that you mentioned in the chat was like, I've got a topic for the podcast, Ken. Fast track belts. And I was like...
That's exactly how I thought it as well. I was like, genius idea.
And I was like...
You shot me down like fucking with an AK-47.
Alright, Mike, what about them? As a topic, I'm like...
Yes, and?
Yeah, as a topic, but what are we going to say about them? So, take it away, Michael.
I don't have any examples. I'm just saying, well, I don't know. Do you know... see, I'm going to sound like a cunt now calling people out, like, ain't I? And I'm fucking useless blue belt, but... that Owen Livesley fella has I'm not saying fast track, but you know people who progress really quickly.
Like what they say, standards 8 to 10 years, to get from white to black.
That's what I'm saying. So, quickly. But is that more of a traditional thing, and was it because people didn't train as much, or is it just that is it the $10,000 thing, or like BJ Penn got it in 5 years, and that's a long time ago. So, but like you don't really hear of it, do you? So
I think Matt Hours is a big bit. So, you know, probably when BJ Penn got his in 5 years, he was probably living on the mats, you know, probably doing 3-4 sessions a day, and obviously never met or had any encounters with BJ Penn, but from other podcasts with people that have rolled with him or done MMA with him, apparently in his prime, a complete athletic freak.
So he competed in 3 weight classes before anyone else, like.
Yeah, but like one of those, you know, like those people that could almost turn their hand to any sport. They just got brilliant coordination and stuff like that. So I think, and like Owen, you talked about, it's a judo black belt. So again, something that gives you an advantage. I think the for IBJJF competitions, they have set periods that you have to be at each belt. Really, yeah. You know, you pay for your IBJJF card. Yeah. So I'm not going to try and guess them. I am. But I'm going to be very wrong. I was going to say...
Let's just speculate.
I'm going to speculate. Fuck it. I don't think there's a thing on white belt, and I think blue belt is a minimum of 2 or 2.5 years. Purple belt is, I believe, 1.5, and brown belt, I believe, is 1.
Purple is 1.5?
I believe so. On the IB, that's the minimum you can be at it.
Minimum times.
Before you can be promoted. So those are minimums you have to be at those belts. Guys that actually know a bit more about the IBJJF than me, please in the comments correct how wrong I've been on this. But there are definitely...
Join the WhatsApp community, you can get involved.
Yeah, WhatsApp community, comments, all of the engagement, guys. I know that's where one of the things comes from, and then obviously traditionally different schools will have kind of different criteria. We talked about it last week.
Yeah, I think we covered it sometime. It's small, not as much in depth as talking about me saying fast track. I think it's like when I said, you know, you could get fucked by a blue belt when you're a blue belt. I think it's kind of the same thing. Some people are better than others. And I thought about that after you said it to me, and I said, I'm still going to talk about it, even though you just shot my whole fucking theory down.
No, I wouldn't. It's an interesting thing, because people do progress at different rates, and does that mean that because somebody's progressed at a certain rate, do they necessarily deserve the next belt? The whole thing around belts is slightly like, is that about your personal journey within your kind of spectrum of potential, or is it more about you know, a set criteria that you have to meet. Because if you're saying it's the latter, a set criteria, there are going to be some people that literally have a ceiling of where they they can never get black belt.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the case. I think the belt is it's more a reflection of kind of where you're at in terms of your jiu-jitsu journey and your understanding.
So would you think, just to talk a hypothetical situation, we'll say a blue belt should never be able to tap a black belt?
No, I completely disagree. I think that's what I'm saying. I think
that's what I'm saying. Just part of the conversation.
I think someone of the same weight and age.
Yeah.
The chances are very, very unlikely. But then if that
there's one in a million.
If that, you know, let's say, fucking toy game situation, right, where we make up a fake hypothetical situation that perfectly suits our needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got someone that's 30 years old, that has trained jiu-jitsu since they were 20, goes 3 times a week, that's it, family man, works a career job, he is a black belt. He's a black belt at 30. You get someone who was a college wrestler that turns to jiu-jitsu later in life, maybe 24, 26, starts doing jiu-jitsu, joins a competitive school, is really focused on winning the worlds at every belt that he can.
This is kind of like a Nicky Rod thing.
He gets his blue belt in 4 years. He's 30 years old too. He goes against that black belt. I'm going to be betting on the wrestler blue belt competitor because of their training regime. And I think that's kind of, you know, across the board. You know, there
are competitors and there's just people that are hobbyists. Like, and I mean, I think I kind of fall somewhere in the middle because I do like to compete, but obviously I'm not competing at the highest level. ADCC gold medal, but well, you know what I mean. But I said I'll throw it in every now and again. You know, I suppose it is horses for courses, isn't it? Like.
Yeah, and I think we both very much, regardless of how we'd like to label ourselves, fall into the category of hobbyist.
Yeah.
Hobbyist competitor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
little column A, little column B.
Yeah,
but
you're not a serious competitor, but you enjoy it, the competition element, and you think it makes your jiu-jitsu better, so you compete 4, 5, 6 times a year. I think we're not making any money off of it. I don't think many people are, to be honest.
Yeah, you'd have to be really good. Like.
Yeah.
And then when you put all your time into it. Well, it's like you generally make money what you put all your time into.
Yeah.
I'm doing 8 hours work a day and maybe an hour jiu-jitsu, and sparring is about 15 minutes of that.
Yeah,
you
true.
know, so it's kind of, the numbers don't lie, like, do they?
No. But yeah, I think that's what really, in terms of skill level and belt level, I don't think are that synchronised.
Yeah.
You know, because different schools will have different criteria, and, you know, as I say, age, athleticism, build. Like, how many times have you gone with someone that's like kind of a relatively, not like a brand new white belt, but like a semi-experienced white belt, but that's been training less than half the time you have, but weighs.
Oh, lads, who went in, I'll give him a shout out. That Michael fella nearly fucked me up the first time.
100 plus kilos. That gives you a really tough time. Like,
gave me a scare, and he's around my own weight class. Like, went in and I was like, actually, you know what? I give Abs a shout out. I give Abdul a shout out. The first time I ever went against him, I never, you know, anybody doesn't know Abdul. He's like the most leanest man you've ever seen in your life, and he's huge. Like, how this man is 90 kilos. Fucking, I don't know, is he hiding it somehow? Is he taking some sort of anti-gravity medication that none of us know?
Skinny legs, isn't it?
Yeah, you have. But I said, I'd never seen this fella before, and like training loads, like, obviously, so if you don't see something like
I know he listens though, so
I hope he gets shout out Abs now, mad respect, man.
He shared it a few times.
So I was just like, did I tell this story already? I did. I think, so we just tapped, and he just caught my leg, fired me up into the air. I fell on my back, and I don't know why he jumped on and tapped me. I was like, is this what we're fucking doing, is it? Jesus Christ. Like, so I just put my leg out. I said, if I put my leg out, I said, I know he's going to go on. Everybody knows I like a guillotine. So I was like, I put the leg out, he'll come. The guillotine's there. So I did that, and he gave a tap, and I'll say now, we're friends now, you know, and I think I've told people behind his back, so I'll say it to him. I gave him a little squeeze after he tapped, just to let him know.
Fucking what? But, tapping and toe and not respecting the tap. There needs to be an episode.
No, it wasn't much. Like, it was literally a split second. But he was always saying, "Oh, that man has some guillotine," and I was like, "Fuck me, man! I don't want you to be throwing me up in the air like I'm fucking nothing again." But no, shout out to Abs, and I'm sorry about the extra squeeze. But he's been telling people I have a great guillotine, and I have another, just while I'm talking about guillotines. I know I'm just after because I knew you were going to say something.
Got some guillotine. No,
I fucking hate people that call it a guillotine. Right? It's not. Where the fuck? Right? This is another thing that annoys me. Right? I know it's based from Japanese words and all this and.
I think guillotine or guillotine's French.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying the jiu-jitsu words of the throws and the ashi whatever and blah 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 blah. You know that I don't know, and I'm assuming as I go through my jiu-jitsu journey, I will learn them. Bit by bit. No, I can't say no. You don't. You ain't going to store that shit. I hit him with an Ashi Grammy. What's that? I don't know. He landed on the ground and I flicked him somewhere. But
that's hilarious in that context because.
Why? Because that's a fucking leg lock, is it?
Yeah,
I fucking knew it was one of the two.
Because it's a leg position.
Yeah. So that'll just tell you my fucking. It's not to do with my coaches, by the way. I just don't listen to anyone. If I did, it'd be a better blue belt. But yeah, stop calling it a fucking guillotine, you bastards. Right? It's really great.
Do you call it a croissant or a croissant?
Fucking hell, I'd never even thought it. I'd say croissant.
Croissant. Okay, yeah, you can probably get away with that because I was going to say it's the same as that. You just put in the kind of.
Yeah, but that's a French. That's a French word. That's a French word. Like, guillotine is a French word as well, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but we're not French. You know what I mean? Like,
you look French at the moment in your blue and white striped top. Like.
This is actually a Russian paratrooper fucking thing that a lad I worked with gave to me.
What he sold it to you as?
Well, no, he said it was easy, and he was a Russian paratrooper. He's a bullet in his leg and all that. He never listened to us.
Did you see it?
Well, yeah.
Fucking hell.
He the crowd that they're with, the bat signal is like the Batman symbol is like what they were, and I didn't believe it because it says Fruital Doom on the T-shirt, but he says he got it off one of his Russian mates, one of the old fellas. He goes back every now and again to give it to him, and I was like, this fella's full of shit, and it was in my drawer for like about a year and a half. And when the Modern Warfare game came out for the COD, like, there's a Russian fella in it, and he wears that blue and white striped T-shirt, and I went, holy fuck, your man wasn't telling lies. Like, I was like, so now I wear it every now and again. Summer's back, so I said I'd wear it.
Nice. Well, French/Russian. Looking
if I put a beret on, I might look French.
For the non-video listeners, which is everybody. We still don't have a video link.
Yeah, we'll start something.
But yeah. Well, so we're talking about belts. Obviously, within belts,
stripes.
You get stripes. Where do you sit on stripes?
I think we said this before, but
have we talked about this?
I'm only remembering it a bit now, but we also have had so many private conversations about this that it's hard to know what's been recorded and what's not. But like
my frail memory, as
who the fuck are you talking to, mate? I fucking got Alzheimer's and I'm 38.
Only the two of us.
See, I'm 39. I even thought I was younger than I was. But no, I think I think you do need them as a reflection of maybe skill. But obviously they don't represent that because
if we've just said belts don't represent skill, they represent your journey.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's where I was going to go. I was like, because you could be a hobbyist and putting all your time in, you could have loads of mat hours done, and you might deserve them stripes. And some fellow with less stripes than you could beat you. And I mean, it happens. People higher belts get beaten by lower belts.
Yeah.
Some higher belts never been beaten fucking by a lower belt. Horses for courses again, kind of a thing, isn't it? Like, but yeah, no, I think from a personal point of view, and because the little bit of an ego I have, it's nice to see that you're a little bit further in your journey, as we'd say. Because I mean, when I got my white belt, I got 2 stripes together, and that was fucking awesome. Like, I'm not going to lie, like that was one of the best feelings I've had. Like, cause I never played any sport or anything like that. Like, this is the first competitive thing I've ever done in my life. It was fucking awesome.
Nice to get that.
And plus, it meant I could do no gi straight away. So I was like, in the following Tuesday, fucking yes, I can do no gi now.
Yeah, I guess like when it unlocks something like that, and I think white belt stripes are necessary because it is a grind. You know, you're waiting for that blue belt. You get those stripes. Let you know that you're
grading's coming up. Like,
let you know that you're getting a little.
I wouldn't mind an all stripe. Listening down. A pity,
begging for it. But yeah, I think that's where the usefulness of them stops. You know, I think with the rest of it, as we say, it's more just a case of waiting.
What's your own personal opinion on stripes?
As I say, for kids and zebras. Like when I did taekwondo, that was the first martial art I ever did when I was about.
I actually did that as well.
It must have been either single digits or just 10. Yeah, like the Korean, what was it, like the patterns, like Sajo Jirugi and stuff like that. You had to learn.
If you think I can remember something from fucking.
You just start demonstrating.
The fist goes down by the wrist and the other one goes straight out.
But that.
Yeah. I wish there was a video. I'd get up and fucking do it. embarrassed the fuck out of myself.
Yeah, I really wish there was a video because
on.
even watching him doing that, sat on a beanbag in my loft in nearly 40-degree heat is incredible. So yeah, like there you got. I swear I only did it for about 3 years, but I think I must have in that time had about 6 belts, and I was a kid, and it keeps you engaged, right?
Oh, yeah.
But like, we're adults now. Do you really need like? Again, I think I don't know if we've done it online, but we've had this conversation with so many different people down the pub and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I think,
we probably hashed it out with most of the people that are going to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys, recycling material. But yeah, same as boxing. You turn up to a boxing gym every day. You don't ever get given a belt, but you're tracing the improvement of your skill. And if you compete, you want to, I
think that's the good thing about competition. Actually, is fuck stripes and all that, like.
But unless you know where you really stand.
Yeah, because like blue belt is blue belt, and whether you're 4 stripes or 2 stripes, I mean, shout out to Bobby Anikoff. Like when I remember he had no stripes and him beating 4-stripe blue belt. Like so, and in a comp, like Yeah, although, I was going to say maybe your man didn't have stripes on, but he was the 4-stripe blue belt. Was the opponent. So yeah. Because sometimes he might have an old belt there, cheeky belt with no stripes on it. But yeah. And you're going, oh yeah, he has no stripes, because it does give you a bit of false confidence as well.
Most people I know like do the opposite. Yeah, like
don't wear any.
We'll have a comp belt that's got no stripes on it for when they're competing.
I'll give Bobby Churchhouse the shout out he was looking for when before we all became tight friends. Like I can remember him like not having a blue belt for like 2 weeks, and he was going around with a white belt, and when he did purple belt he had a blue belt for a week or two because he forgot to bring his purple. I was just like, what belt is this fella? It was
sandbagging people. He's been wearing 3 belts in the last
in the space of about 4 weeks. Like he had a white, a blue and a purple. I was like, what fucking level is this guy? But shout out, get well soon, Bobby. Get back in the mats, you lazy bastard.
He's back to work, so I expect to see him back on the mats pretty soon. Anyone that knows him, that listens to this podcast, please berate him.
Yeah.
He wanted a shout out. He's getting it.
Not probably the way he wanted.
But please, everybody, berate him. Message him on all forms of social media. We'll put his mobile number in there. We'll put his mobile number in the description so you can shout him out and let him know your opinions on him not returning to Mat House, even though he's
fitting off to work, and he said he was in the gym as well.
Back on the healthy train.
Enough about slagging him off anyway. But I was going to say, fucking my head's fucking gone again. Train of thought. So you have your competition coming up, and something I think I've talked to you about it before, because it was something that only, I'd say maybe 6 months ago only I started doing. I've actually come away from it again and forgotten all about it because of a head like a sieve. But when you're preparing for your competition now, would you have a mental idea of what you think you want to happen? Like, I'm going to do this sweep, which will lead to this move, side control from here, go here. Do you have pathways that you've planned?
Yeah, but like I'll either drill him at open mats, or I'll work on him in the gym with sparring partners, in the sense that like I'll go with rolls and go for specific a specific
line of attack to lead to somewhere.
To lead a specific sweep to a specific pass to a specific position, and then a specific submission.
Because I was doing it about 6 months ago, and then I've fallen back into my free ball. Like, I'm just going, and it's like, if I see something while I'm going, if I get the pass, and then I'm going to, like, I'm always going to try and get the mount. That's just me, like. And if the back shows, I'll take the back, but I'm not, for my game and the submissions that I mainly focus on, it's back or mount, but like generally mount.
Yeah, I think, and that's a big thing that I want to focus on in future comps, and as I go up through the belts, is because I'm quite guard heavy. It's like, especially like not the last comp, the one before that, like I lost on points because I was just being, I don't want to say lazy in guard, but like I was so safe there that I wasn't really like, I was looking.
You didn't feel threatened, so you're like waiting for your moment to attack, kind of a thing.
I was looking for sweeps and stuff, but the guy was pretty solid on top. And
I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like being defensive when you're looking for an opening. I mean, being defensive and not doing nothing is a lot different to waiting for your moment. Like I mean, like if someone's on side control on you and you're just laying there and you're not even trying to make a frame or something like that, like you're just fucking about basically. Like I think, it'd be case to say, but like I know how you roll, because obviously, and like
It's one of those though. I guess maybe like hindsight's 2020, but it's like when you're trying something and it's not working, switching up. Like I think that's a real issue with competitions, that especially when you're pretty fresh. Like, and I mean, although I hoped that the fact I'd done like boxing and stuff would translate to jiu-jitsu, and I would be like, oh, I can walk into a comp no stress. But like, this will be my 5th or 6th comp blue belt, and I'll still be nervous
Have the nerves. I think that's just normal.
Before I step on the mat, and like, I think an issue with that is tunnel vision, like where you'll get stuck just looking for, you'll see something, and then your opponent will shut it down, but you'll be so fixated on that you won't see the other openings that are there, because you're like, ooh. And I think that's something that comes with, just making sure you've got plan B, plan C, etc. But
this didn't work, so like that goes there. I mean, that's what I was just saying. Like developing your game, it's something I have to work on as well, because I'm more of a act and react kind of a fella. I mean, I have zero guard game. Like something I really need to fucking address, and I know this as well. But I'm just a passing kind of a fella, and I'll just try everything until I can pass, and if something goes wrong from there, I'll fight from there. But I know where I want to go, but it's like, in my mind, all roads lead to Mount. So, but have I drilled specific things of if I'm here to get there?
Yeah. Not
really.
And that's it. I think drilling's massively underrated for that reason. I mean, I love to just go down there and scrap, mate. Like,
it's just too much fun, isn't it?
Some of the best. Like we were talking about reward earlier, right? Like reward of belts, reward of strikes. The best reward from jiu-jitsu is those like
15 minutes of just sparring.
But the subtle bangers, right? The ones when you're not expecting it to, like, you've had a shit day and you're like, fuck, I've got to drag myself to jiu-jitsu, and Squish, who we've mentioned a million odd times, who is finally this week committed to coming on. We'll be in touch to sort out a date with that. But like, I remember I went to one of his lunchtime classes once, and I was expecting just like a quiet lunchtime class, and I think it was before Fleet, and he had a comp coming up. So he did like a sprint kind of warm up, where it would be like a length of the mat by burpees, a length of the mat by shot walks. Like, so you'd be.
He does have interest in.
So you'd be doing like different, and then you'd be doing like straight sprints, like movement by burpees, stuff like that, where it was like just real high. I think I said movement by burpees twice, but he probably made us do it twice. Real stuff that sparks your heart rate. And after about a 5-10 minute warm up, he was like, "So, we're just gonna roll." I think he showed like half a technique or something, and then was like, so we're just gonna roll. Yeah,
his classes are nice for change for a wrestler, because he does do a lot of different things than like a traditional class. Even the warm up sometimes can be fucking horrible. Like,
you go down there expecting a quiet Friday afternoon class, and you just get fucking blitzed, and then have like 45 minutes of fucking war rolls. Like for some reason, like everyone was just in the mood on Friday, and you come out of it and you're like, fucking wicked. You didn't expect it, but like the endorphins are rushing. I mean, that for me, that's what would keep you coming back, even if there's no belts, no stripes. It's
I mean, to be honest,
the subtle bangers are what really keep.
That's actually an interesting thing now. Would you keep training and never get another belt again?
Yeah, I boxed for years as well. Like
no, but I would like. But I was just thinking, like, you know.
Yeah, mate. Like if it turned into a no-gi gym and all we did was submission grappling, and I'm still going to be there. I'm still going to be gunning with mates.
It's just good fun, like, isn't it?
Fucking enjoy seeing, like we're saying, both of us going to bits a bit this week, not being able to train.
Yeah, man. I tell you, it's hard. Like when you've like I keep saying community in jiu-jitsu, like, but like they're your mates as well, like, and like even the people like that I don't talk to day to day, and people that I just see at the gym, do you know, that I don't have any other connection with, like that. We don't go for pints or anything like that. Like, it's still good to meet them people down as well, like, you know, and have the crack, like, and obviously doing the podcast, a lot of people are listening, and we get a good bit of shout out that probably good for the ego as well, like, you know. But it's just nice to go down and be amongst fucking people that, like, we're all different, but I think we have a similar mindset in a way, like, and I think it's just through the training more so than.
Yeah, I think you've got a common interest. It's not, even if you don't have the same mindset, you've got something in common that's quite a significant part of your life. If you're training 3-4 times a week, it is going to be a semi-significant part of your life. Like, I like the fact that when we started out with this, we were like, oh, we're not those people that like jiu-jitsu. Yeah,
it was a complete fucking lie.
And now all we're doing, like, to be fair to my missus, she called me out on that. Like when she listened to that episode, she was like, you say that, but all you do is jiu.
And now you're conveniently doing a jiu-jitsu podcast.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So jiu-jitsu does change lives and keep jiu-jitsu gay. Yeah,
It gets its holding. But like we say, it's because of the reward and not really the belts and stripes. Not that reward.
Just
community.
a bit of a change of pace there, and just topical stuff that's happening. We've seen Gordon Ryan and his body returning.
I to be honest, mate, I haven't really been on the social media circuits. I listen to Craig Jones's podcast, which is fucking hilarious. Not that he needs a shout out from us. If you do jiu-jitsu, you probably know who he is and you probably listen to his podcast. But yeah, very very funny. I want to listen to it because like
he must be the best character in fucking jiu-jitsu, like.
Oh mate,
like, hands down,
I was like, fuck, like this guy's funnier than me. He's better at jiu-jitsu, like, because I kind of think that we've got a kind of this is a jiu-jitsu comedy podcast, right?
Yeah.
Like, we shoot the shit. We talk.
100%.
It definitely isn't.
We started before him as well, by the way.
It definitely isn't high level technique or anything like that. And yeah, the sound was proper shit on the first couple of episodes of his podcast. So I was like, fucking hey, we're doing a better podcast than. Like in terms of audio quality than Craig Jones, and then he sorted the audio out. He's better at jiu-jitsu, funnier, and I was like, for fuck's sake! Like,
it's just another person being better.
It's another person
in every aspect.
Reminding me of my mediocrity. But,
imagine how I feel. The totem pole and then the bottom, like.
I know, be kind to yourself.
But because he was on, and obviously he had some fucking surgery in his nose or something, so. It looked like he was off all the gear because he went from like this Greek Adonis of a body down to like a normal average looking guy, but in about 3. See, it's hard to know when these photos are coming out as well and when things have happened because of the way you can point your social media. But like, he's 50% back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean,
your man from More Plates, was it More Plates?
More Days, Derek. Yeah,
he actually reckoned that his baseline is so high. That like his natural physique is probably that just going back training. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, like he did a fucking 20-minute piece on it that's going to be way better than anything I can say. So I won't.
Yeah.
I did see when Gordon first shared those photos that like loads of people were talking about like being off the juice and stuff. But
I mean, he's such a bitch about the way he goes on about it. That it's all haters. Yeah, it is haters, but that's why. It's like the Conor McGregor effect, kind of, in a way. It's like it's more people that hate you, or the Brendan Schaub effect, even if you want to go another one. More people that hate you, the richer you get. Like
that's what Mayweather made his career on in boxing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Money Mayweather, yeah.
Pretty boy Floyd to
Money Mayweather,
Mayweather, but yeah.
Do you think if I get people to hate me more than they already do, we might become famous?
I thought that was your strategy, mate. I thought you were already trying. But yeah, But he's probably on gear the entire time, to be honest. That's pretty much Derek's. That's pretty much Derek's summation of it. Also, there's loads of other people in jiu-jitsu that are on gear, and this doesn't happen to all of them. So, like,
but he also doesn't deny taking steroids, which I fucking respect.
Yeah, like I say, I think if you're doing it, you should be open about it. Give people the option to, know the truth.
Yeah,
the biggest issue with.
That's fair, especially if you're competing. Yeah.
Social media and shit as well. Yeah. Like fitness influencers that are like selling a dream that doesn't exist because. You don't get there without...
Yeah, I'll drink my 50 and lose fucking 15 kilos in 4 weeks. Yeah. Fuck off with you. But, don't ever buy fit tea.
Don't ever buy fit tea. What is that?
Where did we go with that?
Where did we get that one from? But yeah, just want to do the giveaway? We're gonna do that episode. We've been teasing it for weeks now. So we're gonna throw that one out there. Yeah.
So we said we did a bit of news, and shout out to Zach from Drillers or Killers.
Yeah, Zach Smart, episode 10. Go back and listen.
Go back and have a listen. Yeah, he hooked us up with ex-Marshall. Ex-Marshall. I think what they're aiming for is they're trying to get in on the UK space. I could be wrong, but because for us to get offered anything was absolutely mind blowing and. Fucking thank you very much.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've heard of them. Like maybe it's since that we've like been in contact with them, but I've been seeing it absolutely everywhere. Loads of YouTube channels and stuff.
I always follow Tyler Spangler. You see,
they sponsor. So they sponsor him and a couple of other big YouTubers.
Mac Dojo Life as well.
Yeah, I've seen them popping up on the pre-ads before like you watch YouTube, the ones you can skip after 5 seconds. I've been seeing them coming up on there a lot. But they sent us some bits, and to be fair, the quality is decent. It's a decent quality matching rash guards and shorts. Unfortunately, they didn't get my size right, so I am not going to be able to showcase those for
we were planning to do a post and
Yeah.
have a picture of the rash guards wearing it and do a thing, but because rather than dragging out the podcast every week and saying, oh, we've something coming, and just sounds like we're talking nonsense, like, we just said we'd actually we'd say it now. But the good thing about them giving us the wrong size is we were actually going to do a giveaway through them, because they said it was okay for us to give one away. So we've got a set. We'll put it up on social media. So if you're listening to this episode, do you want to tell them the way we're going to have this competition, Ken?
So yeah,
we'll put a picture up of the set.
We'll put a picture up at the set, or we'll include it in the selection of the images from today's show.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow us, tag a friend in the comments and share the story, tagging us an ex-marshal. And after doing that, DM us your size so that we can put you into the right draw for it. And then we'll fire it out we'll pick someone at random over probably next week. We'll announce it on next week's show.
I think what we'll do is we might give them a week, because by the time we put it out and stuff like that, we might go the following week maybe.
All right, we'll
because we'll give us time to just put up the post and stuff like that.
Yeah, so as per normal, me and Mike fashion, this is
we're going to fly. Yeah,
we're on the flyer, so we'll do our best, guys, and just humour us. But yeah, just quickly back to ex-marshal. Although we haven't been able to try the shit on yet because of the sizing issues. I was pretty impressed with the selection they've got as well. Like, I'm not saying all of it is something I would wear, but they've definitely got something from everyone, haven't they?
I actually bought it. I bought a set with my own money after it. Like, I have to say, they did give us the...
Yeah, they gave us a discount code.
Yeah, so I bought a set with my own money after they sent us out our free gear for the picture. So, like, it's not just us doing, like, paid promotion or whatever, but they have made us ambassadors, and there is a discount code. Do you want to give people the discount code?
Degen 10. So
it's 10% off.
Yeah, 10% off, and line our pockets a little bit. So
it'll be in the link in the bio, and we'll have a proper post doing it.
Don't worry, this isn't the last time we'll say it.
Yeah, we just feel really happy that ex-marshal actually took time to invest in us, especially we were only on we had only 10 episodes released at the time as well.
We'd only had the 10 episodes, and they reached out. Like I said, I think they're trying to move into, they've got fight wear of all sorts and normal apparel. So yeah, check their shit out. If you do buy anything, get yourself a discount, and we'll have more about them when we get the shit in our sizes to actually wear. And I think their CEO is going to come on as a guest at some point. Yeah,
Joseph. Yeah,
he looks like an interesting fella.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I think it'll be good crack. So we have to confirm dates with that, but we were asked right off the bat that he'd like to come on. So that's cool. Like,
it looks like he's got a bit of Degen in him, so we'll definitely let you know when he's coming on. Try and give you a week's notice to put some questions in, and we'll share his social media beforehand, so you can have a peer through and see.
So shout out to ex-marshal anyway. I can't say enough, because we really do appreciate someone taking a bit of time in us and putting their back in us,
being willing to associate their brand with two messes like us.
It's fantastic.
Pretty good. So that's 42 minutes, Mark. Shall we?
That's fantastic. I didn't think we'd go that far.
I'm beginning to melt, so unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately the heat.
I think we'll have to call it there. But we'll be back with you next week. What's this? Was this 13? Unlucky for some. Yeah. Hopefully this will do the most amount of views. Yeah. Number 10 is actually, shout out to Zach. He's got the most amount of views. It hit the top episode there. Last week, I think. Third place. So
Luke's in third. Yeah.
People obviously like the guests, but.
I was going to say, so if as I say, look, dealing with previous episodes, you don't have to listen to them. You can listen to one without the other, but if you do go back and listen, it makes a lot more sense. So if you think you've missed an episode, you don't have to listen to it, but there might be in-jokes that you're listening to on for further episodes that could apply. So if you have time, you can go back. We don't make long podcasts because we don't want to bore you. But follow, share, subscribe everywhere. Degen BJJ Pod at gmail.com, Degen BJJ Pod on Twitter, Instagram. I'm trying to start out YouTube. I know some people wanted a YouTube one because they don't use the other socials. There won't be any video, it'll just be the logo in the background. I have the first episode up, but I'm just having problems starting an MP3 to MP4 thing, so that's just to keep myself honest.
For those of you that are into the technical side of it, there you go, Mike.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
That's everything, man. Just good to see you, like, to be honest, because it's a bit of a disconnect when I don't see you for fucking 1 week to the next, you know.
We'll have a few beers in Brighton after the comp as well. be very keen for that. Maybe an ice cream on the pier.
Yeah, no hassle about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, as always, everyone, hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys.
Tune in next week. Play it to your nan. Much love.